Today, we're going to continue with our lesson on the Holocaust, and we're going to focus on two specific things about the Holocaust that are interesting. All right, so this is just kind of a Holocaust explained. It's good background knowledge, and it's very important. So I didn't ask questions about it. Please take the time to watch it and kind of absorb what they're saying. And then I want you to read about something called Kristallnacht. And this is an attack, really, by the Gestapo or the Nazi police on Jewish businesses specifically. Okay, and this is really one of the first times where really visible violence takes place. Now, it is going to escalate dramatically from this, but this is sort of the beginning. It's called the Night of Broken Glass, and you'll see why they do that. Down at the bottom, I put a recording for you if you would like for me to read that to you. It's not a long article, but I'll read it to you. And then there are 5 questions here. Now, make sure you're using this article to answer these questions and not not another internet source, because you could get different answers for it. All right, and then you're going to look at something called the Kindertransport. For a while, Hitler allowed Jewish children to be shipped out of the country. Didn't take too long to stop that. But the Kinder is German for child. So this is the children's transport out of Germany. So what you want to do is you're going to click this link to learn about the Kindertransport. Make sure you read each section on the page. And if possible, play Theo's story within the article. If your Chromebook will allow you to do that. If you would prefer to listen to me read it, then click this link here. Imagine what it must be like for both the parents and the children. The children were young, so they would be confused. I mean, children up to maybe 10, 11, 12 years old were allowed to go on this transport for a while before they shut it down. So they would have a better idea of the thought that they may never see their parents again. And most did not. Because if the Jewish parents left behind were there, it was kind of somewhat rare that a Jewish adult survived this, but some did. So, if you're the child, you're confused, you're getting taken away. Many of them went to London, to England, and then were moved out of London because London was a target, a bombing target by the Nazis. So they really weren't safe in London. So they moved in with British families who allowed them to come and live with them for a time being. And sometimes it was a great experience for those children, and sometimes not. Many of them, particularly the babies, never knew their families, never, didn't know anything about their life before they left the country. And how hard would it be to put your children on a train? You don't know where they're going. You might know what country they're going to, but you have no idea of what's going to happen to them and whether someone else will love them and take care of them the way that you did. So it would be extremely difficult, I think, to part yourself from your child, even if you think you're doing it for the best. And people always hope for the best. But unfortunately, many of these families were torn apart and never got back together. It's kind of sad topic.